My love is like a cargo train that can't stop, barreling down the way. Yours is a car parked on a train track. I love like a grenade. If you love me, then it's gonna blow up in your face. My love is someone like my dad's, 'cause drinking liquor's the only thing I ever had. I love like a plane wreck. Maybe you don't feel it, but loving me's dangerous. Now I might have to lane switch. Now I might have to get famous. Now I might have to hit you on my off days, and you could help me on the hard days. I remember back when I was starting my guitar days. Me and you was really in them apartment. I miss it. Ever since I got this job, you've been distant. Wanna get high on whatever and run away. We can still have this forever. And baby, I don't need you, but girl, I still want you. 'Cause even though I'm sad, I still like to have fun too. I thought we had a great thing, then you had to go and break things. In my room trying to maintain this rockstar life, Cobain. I thought we had a great thing, then you had to go and break things. In my room trying to maintain this rockstar life, Cobain. I never thought it would be you standing here in front of me, my t-shirt on, but you got nothing underneath. Tell me what to do, and I'll do anything. You just say the words, just diamonds and wedding rings. I'll tell you what I need from you, remember to breathe. And can you tell me how you stayed in South Beach? I don't wanna change for you, I don't wanna leave. Want it to be you, do you want it to be me? I don't want no feature, working like the Lisa. Someone bring me pizza, who the fuck's this diva? I love me a Libra, I don't think I need ya. I just bought the pilly like I'm somewhere in Ibiza. Shout out to my brother hating and swiping a visa. Best part about this money is I'm stunting on my teachers. Don't know me, do your research. Step until my feet hurt. Mama, I'm a rock star, I used to wanna be Kurt. Now I wanna get high on whatever and run away. We can still have this forever. And baby, I don't need you, but girl, I still want you. 'Cause even though I'm sad, I still like to have fun too. I thought we had a great thing, then you had to go and break things. In my room trying to maintain this rockstar life, Cobain. I thought we had a great thing, then you had to go and break things. In my room trying to maintain this rockstar life, Cobain.
What is
I gotta ask you something.
Oh. Hello. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. How's everybody doing? I need to turn this off. Hold on a second. It's been a hot minute since I've gone live, so I thought I would go live and say hello. Hi, welcome. How's everybody doing? I was listening to some lives. I catch bits and pieces here, so my opinion on most things is going to be very probably loose, and or I don't have one, but I do have a few opinions and things, and I'm not here to white knight for anybody, so don't expect that. I don't know really where I stand with people, because when I would say the last month of my pregnancy, and then the last month and a half since I gave birth, I was kind of MIA. So it's been a good 2.5 months since I've actively been involved in anything. And when I first left, I mean, everybody was anti-Dudley and William. Not that people aren't still anti-Dudley and William, but you know what I mean? It was people were really like anti-Deadly William. Jen was kind of welcome in the chats that were anti-Deadly William. And then she went back to Deadly William while the end of my pregnancy / when I gave birth. And so now everything's kind of flipped and flopped, and Jen has, done her Jen things. Dudley and William have done their Dudley and William things. And I've kind of sat back and just been kind of busy and not really watching. But, I did start going in their chats, and that got a few responses. So, like on Reddit, I saw that my responses to people that were probably trying to get responses from me, and I should have known better than to say anything. But actually, it was kind of funny. So let's just go to Reddit really quick and let me share this with you guys. Hold on a second. Okay. So I saw this, and I actually just saw it today. And I was like, really? Because I know that someone, aka No Neck Nebby, put this up on her screen. It was like a big deal or something. Someone was in there and was talking, shit about myself and other people that I, have had in my life. And, a lot has happened in the last 9 months. That's all I'll say. So where I stand with people is very different and has been for quite a while. But as far as who I'm with and who I'm not with, it's not for the internet. I brought it to the internet, and now I'm keeping it off the internet for the most part. But, I don't know what to say. Number one, people were upset. So when it came to, me and Chris, for instance, I was in a different place that he was in mentally in the relationship, regardless of us talking and me saying that I was done. He didn't think I was serious, but clearly I was, and clearly I stepped out, and clearly I got pregnant with the BD. And life is lifey. I had the baby. I am an adult. I am responsible. And when I make my bed, I lay in it. So I'm doing all the things that I need to do because of that. But I am still an adult. I am still a woman. I still deserve to choose whom I'm with or who who I'm not with. So, all of that is, um, you need to start sending me some checks, free side, if you're going to be the VD. Okay. The new graphics are cute. Thank you, Karma. So, I did overshare with this post, and let me share it here. Actually, I didn't. I don't know. Hold on. I'm trying a new. Share this tab instead. Okay, let me see. So it was this Reddit post. The Amesy and Chris is back on. So the point is I'm not going to go into too many details. All I will say is that, it is what it is. But some of the people there's a few people that I was kind of taken aback when KK covered this a couple of days ago. And, they were being a little, I don't know, I would say hateful, making sick faces. Listen, I don't necessarily care to hear about any of y'all's pussies getting eaten or dicks getting sucked, but I'm a grown ass adult, and I don't make stink faces at that when I'm cool with people. So I kind of feel like I'm not going to call anyone out by name. I'm not going to sit here and say, hey, fuck you or anything like that. I did, I did not know you was live. Sorry. Oh, I didn't know you were live. Do you have another channel that I don't know of or something? Can you message it to me, your channel link? And also message me your Rumble link, because I also don't know. Wrong person. Brett got arrested. Shit, I had a feeling that was on that list. I had a feeling. And one of this one says that I'm disgusting. It's not a secret. It's disgusting to have your pussy eaten now. So you guys sex shame, you STDI shame, I mean, are we in middle school? Like, is sex that uncomfortable for some of you? I apologize that if me saying get my kitty eaten makes you uncomfortable. But I don't think that sex should be viewed as disgusting. I think that's a weird view to have towards sex. If the idea of sex in any way, shape, or form, oral or otherwise, grosses you out that much, you should probably stay off the internet. So there is that. But I will say this, I am vulgar. That's not a secret. So me saying something like this is nothing, and it's the screen's kind of small. Me saying something like this, I have no accounts blocked. Or did I block you? Why don't you just use this one? Hold, please. I got a new laptop, so my Cash App and PayPal are right at the bottom if you'd like to help. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, you can't hate them, join them, right? Like, I ain't gonna sit here and like I said, I ain't counting no one's bags. I ain't hating on anyone making a bag. When it comes to this stuff, like, let's just. But I don't even know how to do it. I'm like, like, I'm not. I think it's because it got so real online, and the things said made many of us feel like, wow, how could she be with this guy and her deep qualities? But we aren't there daily. Well, you also don't know said people personally, so you don't necessarily know if they have redeeming qualities. I think everyone, unless they're a low down piece of shit, have probably some redeeming qualities. Like, I would hope that most of us do. That we're not all complete and utter garbage cans like we are on the YouTubes and the internets. So I will say, as far as that person goes, they do have a lot of redeeming qualities. That being said, so do I. And that being said, I said horrible things. He said horrible things. At the end of the day, also, I only said dude's beard stunk. Face, beard, whatever. And if, like the critics say, if it was because of what I said he was doing for 2 weeks, that would make some sense. That would make some sense. That and cigarettes. Body sweat, getting down, cigarettes, all of that. But I also, that was like the worst thing I could come up with to say about him, because I didn't want other people to find him appealing. So I'm like, his face stunk. And I'm like, now girls won't want him. Like, so I mean, at the end of the day, it wasn't really, it was kind of like I didn't say his dick stunk. So there's that. I mean, okay, sorry. There I go again with being vulgar. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I am sorry. I'm not mad about anything. Who, I love it. Thank you. I mean, I don't know. I know you're being completely sarcastic and mean, but I don't know who is. First of all, I'm sitting in a room by myself. So, are you psychic and you know that I have ghosts around me? Like, you need to be more in context, please. Shit. I keep dropping like a lot of things. Hold on a second. So if you could tell me more about the people I'm surrounded by, that'd be great. Um, Damn, reality. You're really on it. Karma, you know this whore quite well. Let her keep defending herself. Again, I'm not defending myself. I don't feel that I don't need to defend myself to none of you motherfuckers. I can give two fucking shits. Like, I don't give a fuck what anyone on the internet. See, I'm not gonna sit here and cry about it at all. But I will put things in context and kind of explain things that. And like I said, I'm not going to sit here and cry about it or call people out by name. But I will say that, there's a handful of people that were like, stink face, stink face, stink face, in like KK's chat, and we're calling her like square neck. Like, 3 months ago. So, like I said, there's certain people that I am now side eyeing. It is what it is. I don't consider anyone to be loyal on the internet, so I really don't care. But who said something about being mad? Hold on. I don't think you understand how mooing works or how lol cows work. But thanks, sure. If that's what if you think that I'm a lol cowlin, then by all means, moo. I mean, I'm not trying to start drama, but I've been supporting you since you announced your pregnancy and stopped our beef. The smell stuff and stuff about his aunt was just hard to hear. Well, to be completely honest, I don't know. That was a he was found not guilty in that, so I don't know. Talking about the morons you love to defend. I don't defend anybody. What morons do I defend? Hmm? Shut your trap under a sock. Yeah, tell him. Or like, I don't know. I don't know if you are someone from one of these other communities or if you're someone from this community on a sock, but feel free to have your opinion. I really don't care. I want to know if I can put the chat on the screen. I don't need to, but I'm just wondering. So John Wolf goes by Tiffany now, I see. John Wolf goes by a lot of things. He's a lot of accounts. Like, I mean, I don't know any like offhand, but I assume and he's not the only one that says I. People know that he says that and people have done that to kind of like make it look like it's John Wolf, especially when it comes to commenting at my shit. So I also believe you that he'd go by Tiffany. I'm super hard for me to change up so quick like that. What do you mean? You overshared as you're always done, and here we are. I didn't overshare. I didn't go live and start crying about my pussy being. I listen. Like I said, if you feel like talking about oral sex is oversharing, then don't talk about oral sex. If someone starts talking about oral sex and that's too much for your little sensitive ears to hear, change the channel. We're all adults here. I don't really find it that big of a deal, but to each their own. I could give a shit less about people talking about sex. I could give a shit less if people like to have anal sex or anal play. Like, there's some people in here that are really thrown off by like sexual things, and I'm just kind of like, dude, I've heard way crazier things than anal plugs, or butt plugs, and being like eaten out. So if that's too much for some of you, then again, just don't watch that content. Change channel. Or, I mean, again, I wasn't really moving because I was in someone else's chat, but I know like some people are really trying really hard to squeeze the content out like a fucking toothpaste tube that's been dry for like months. So, hey, you do you, boo. Yeah, there is that. I think I heard the baby, but I can't. I'm pulling up my camera. Let's double check. I think it was just a squawk. Or there's a lot of babies in the building. Oh, no. 2 seconds. Ooh. All right, I'm back. All is good. Anyways, let me catch up. Justine says you have overshared. Everyone has. Well, not everyone. Hey, Karma, I appreciate that a lot because that's what I've always liked about you, even when we didn't get along, and and even when we don't agree on things. Hey, 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 hey! What's that? Sorry, dog. They just like sprayed the whole building, and they said, "I don't think they sprayed over here. What are you doing?" But I have to like keep an eye on it and make sure you start like licking up stuff. Um, but this is true. uh, Hello, Silk Print. If AMZ isn't, uh, I know. Ginger is a typo. I figured. Drama, drama. Not. I don't know what it was actually. I am polyamorous. However, I'm typically am in monogamous relationships, but like deep down in the soul of me, like my values are polyamorous. Like I believe like that people are like animals and that we're not meant to be with like one person. We're very capable of loving multiple people at once. There's different levels of loving people, different ways of loving people, but is Lindsay Slime? I haven't seen her. Did you hear the baby? He's at his like 2 month hump right now where he's not wanting to nap at all. At all. But he is just doing like little squawks. So probably have to go soon when he like fully wakes up, but he's definitely keeping me busy. And the boys went back to school, so I'm like the schedule's changed now. Yeah, I also do believe that like people because of society are like incapable of always like doing that, or there's a lot of drama behind it. You know what I mean? The more like people, the more drama, like more money, more problems, like more ass and tits, and more like the more problems. Like you think like if you have a hard time in a relationship with just one person, like I don't know. Let's just say that I haven't always like. Well, I don't think I'm compatible with anyone. I'm just a bitch. At the end of the day, the two like really like go hand don't go hand in hand. You know what I mean? Like number one, in all of my like dating, like the main reason that I have in the past, like after AJ left and everything, I started dating. I reason I didn't date people in real life is because I have kids. So like dating online keeps that barrier there and keeps that buffer there to where like there's not people actively like in my kids' lives. You know what I mean? So like that it's not because I can't go out and date someone in real life or like go out and date someone in my neighborhood or my like I I'm sure I could go out there and meet someone in my town, but that has a lot of strings attached to it. You know what I mean? So that's where I find the value of online dating, especially the fact that I have kids. So, and I'm very, very protective of them. So even when I date people or don't date people or whatever I do, I try to keep it as far from my kids as possible. So there's that. You know what I mean? And that's one of the benefits of all I'd say all with like three online relationships that I've had over like 6 years. So all three of them, my kids, only met one person, and it was very distant. After a very long time of long distance. So that's all I have to say about that. But I'm glad everyone is so concerned. It's very, there is that. Whitney Lee seems to be the most concerned and the most interested and has all these, like, she's just schooling everyone because they're like, didn't he follow Rochelle here? No, Rochelle followed him here. Or sort of like here is loose because what is happening on the internet now, especially on YouTube, is not the same that was happening back then by any means. And let me see. I don't know. What's up with that? I heard that she was in some like mom tube chat though. William saw her somewhere. But William could have also seen, like, I don't know. It could have been like not Lindsay and he just thought it was Lindsay. I don't know. Maybe it was. I don't know. I don't know. But this is very much, yeah. And I was talking past, you know what I mean? Like when I did overshare, it was about stuff from the past that I pretty much already overshared. So, you know, it was the second or third time that's probably been thrown about out there. Anything going forth will be kept not on the internet. But okay, so what else did I want to talk about? There's like something else. 'Cause this was like I was randomly like scrolling Reddit. I was just gonna randomly scroll Reddit, really. I'm not a part of bottom feeders. Obviously, I am not approved as an approved member. So I was like, let's see what's going on Reddit. But then I couldn't see bottom feeders because they're private again. And not that like there's like a whole bunch more over there or anything, but I'm just like kind of getting an update here. So no, George and Heidi were live today. Paula joined, and so someone, Novel Leg, 2 hours ago had an opinion about that. It doesn't look like it has any comments, and it only has 13 upvotes. They call George a sociopath. They're calling Heidi old woman. Um, if you hang out with me in my sleep deprivation, I accidentally called old people olds, and I don't refer to old people as olds, but one person knows that inside joke. So, anyways, I am tired. He is kind of a person who needs to be in a mental hospital, says Novelet. She also said that it's a sad situation that Heidi likes liars and that she doesn't always tell the truth herself. This again is by Novel Leg. I don't know who that is, and there is no comments. So looks like in 2 hours, no one has agreed enough to comment on that. There was 24 comments on the post about me and homie over there. So yeah. Novel Leg also says that it needs to stop. The hatred you feel for one person is truly a sickness. Seek help before you have a heart attack. I think you're having a mental breakdown. Isn't the Bushwatchers like run? And I'm not what I just noticed that my avatar is yellow. I swear to God, I'm not Novel Leg. Just FYI, I'm gonna have to update that. Um, but isn't this ran by people that don't like Ian? Anyways, something about Prayer Jar. Prayer Jar is back, and they're saying that this is not Novel Lake. This is Been Here Forever. Been Here Forever. Who the fuck is that? Prayer Jar is such a weirdo, they say. Why anyone would entertain this freak of nature is beyond me. Please don't entertain this weirdo because you hate the bee. Just because you hate the bee. This is the last thing our community needs. We have enough crazy people running around. Go back to your sock, Prayer Jar. What does that mean? Anybody know? I heard that Novel Lake is Maria. Huh. Momo keeps striking bottom feeders. I saw the Momo orangutan. Like, what the fuck is this? That's funny. Let's see. Again, none of these opinions I am having. I have no issue with Perjar Ann or otherwise, or George or anyone else really for that matter. Um, yeah, I didn't really have an issue with KK. Like Jen just asked me a simple question on Daily's panel, and I answered it honestly. And then KK started coming for me like super fucking hard, and was like, "We need to expose this bitch, a dog walker." I'm like, okay, as I'm like fucking like pumping and like watching like the 30 minutes of fucking YouTube I watch because I get a chance to sit down because I'm pumping, which is still work in itself, but like cool, whatever. And then the pump goes off and I turn it off and then I'm like back to reality. So that there's that. It says now here that upstairs rock says the McFlea. They say, is this man ever going to not make things about himself? Pres Hilton tragedy somehow turned into JY's nonsense. Good grief. I thought he was leaving all of social media. So I don't know if he's leaving all of social media. I'm going to post about Jen. Again, about Jen. I just don't find the Jen stuff interesting. Even if I hated Jen to my core, like some of you do, which I obviously have no hatred towards Jen. I I still wouldn't be able to ingest as much Jen content, but I they will be posting like she probably just slept wrong or something. And I don't know. If she's got a health issue, she probably bruises easily. I'd be ready to just shit and get bruises all the time. Not as much as I used to get a lot more, which I now realize. But I also take like prescription like iron for anemia. So maybe when I did it, it's probably to get more bruised now that I think about it. But I mean, we'll just be reaching. Um, Something about Scamber from 3 days ago. You mongoloid slob, Jesus! What the fuck? What is Amber even doing out here? I can't. I don't even see Amber. I don't even know. Can we submit an application for you, AMZ? For what? For fucking 9 days? No. Please, no. Don't you have to? I don't know. I don't know how that show works. I've honestly never watched that show. I don't know how the fuck I ended up over here. Is she back? Hell, she's in another one that never leaves. Not sure how recent this pic is, but her eyes look like hell. She ain't looking too fab these days for sure. Wait, this is really her? Wait, I'm so fucking confused. So confused. But hold on. Someone read this to the piss bee. 4 days ago. You can't be this dumb. The deflection is amazing. You do realize that people are saying to apologize. What it's for, right? People are saying the accountability is for lying about it and moving with that lie and actually letting other people take the blame. Multiple people getting angry and fighting with people about how dare they think you would do such a thing. That's the problem. Not that you don't know that you're pretending you don't. I don't know. The B thing is boring as well. She's almost like Jen at this point, and it's not even going on nearly as long as Jen. So at least Jen like is interesting and has some interest to her. When they cover the PB at this point, I'm just like, I don't know. I hope she's okay. I did hear that she was possibly arrested, which I was worried about. I was like, there's a few options. Like she got headed up with some of her friends. She relapsed or worse. Yo, what's up, George? How are you doing? Then this next post from the same person from Force says, piss B or dumb as fuck. Everything you say about KK is true, but you lied about it while you needed her as a weapon. So you're the wrong messenger and you sound stupid and nobody is going to listen to you. I agree with this. Well, not necessarily no one's going to listen to her, but anyways, self awareness is your best friend. Go find them. And this is like when you outed Housewives as being a liar and a scammer after most people already knew. And you acted like you are the savior of the community. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Yeah. Annie, KK is not your friend. Oh yeah, this is the one that's ran by like Maria and her buddies, right? The Bush Watchers. KK doesn't like you in the least bit. Stop embarrassing yourself going into her chat. KK is really being polite. You're not wanted there. Y'all are act like fucking fourth graders. Like, what the fuck? I was watching that and I thought that it was hilarious that first of all, I don't think that that's how the game works usually for those other people. Like money is money. Now, $100 should be like 100 minutes, though I think, or 100 hours. I don't know how it works exactly, but hopefully she funded that $100 for not banning Maria because I don't think you can pick and choose. Like, I mean, you can do whatever you want, but it doesn't look good. Especially when you're like, message me with who you are and I'll refund you. Like, no, why don't you just go to PayPal and refund that person? Or they gotta dox who they are in the chat. Like, anyways, that's just my opinion of that. And again, I was only listening for about 30 minutes and then I had a dip. So there's that. But I mean, she was talking about Jules. Other people don't like Jules. So I just, if it's not about hate bonding, it's just like, a lot of people probably didn't go in there when KK came back commentating in the community. Number one, because they were probably cool with Jen. For the most part, some of those people aren't with her anymore, and being one of them. And then secondly, so it's probably more of the thing like that. But then also like she fell out with Jules, so it's like a twofer, kind of like why Adam would go in there, and it's like, you guys are weird. Like, get out of here. You're not welcome. He's doing good. He's getting big. He got big old cheeks. He's always smiling and being super cute. He likes watching female K-pop bands perform. We watch videos together now that his little eyes are starting to like focus in on things. Do you know where Beaver Creek is? Is this like a joke? Like, let's see if I missed anything else. They didn't want Amanda here. They shouldn't have been coming at her through misliability. That is true. We'll go first, full circle. Everyone just wants a reason to call this community the 90-day community. Like, just make it legit again. Like, shit. How much they pay? Maybe. I got plan. I got something. I got a baby right now, and then once the baby's like not up all night, plan is to like start getting work on my teeth. But I'm gonna have to get a lot of teeth pulled, so I'm gonna have to like baby gonna have to sleep through the night before I can do that because I'm not trying to kill myself. As much as I want to just jump right in and start doing it now, I have to kind of wait a little bit. They don't look bad; they just feel bad. And then the final thing that I was going to commentate on, which I'm not going to commentate on like right this second, because little dude is going to be waking up soon. I kind of spent too much time like getting all of this stuff together and scrolling and perusing Reddit. So then we made it to this post from the wonderful Whitney Lee. So we'll end there since we started there. Stop sharing. Let's just delete you. All right. And let me see here. I was going to unblock somebody. Let's see. I think I personally unblocked you, though. I don't think you're blocked on the channel because I don't think anyone is. Blocked words. Let's see. User management. Managing mods. Oh, you are. Fine. I'll unblock you. Okay. But my last little thing was I was watching Rochelle and I just don't understand. Like, and I have no issue with Rochelle, but I do have issue with it. I've done this for so long that I just don't get her fair use issues. So it's like I kind of want to put up like an overlay and play her live from today because it's like you can't pick and choose who can play your lives and who can't. We live in America, the majority of us do, and our fair use laws apply to everyone, regardless if you live in America or not. So I just don't get it. I don't understand it. And she lost monetization, and I just don't think she correlates that completely to, YouTube is an automated system platform. So even if there is someone on the back end that notices, let's say you've been striking too much because of fair use and they've been reversed, there isn't a way to demonetize you for that. But they went in, they found schematics and some, little like gray areas with your like sugar cat fucking videos, and they demonetized you for that. That was the loophole they found. So because they couldn't do it because you were throwing false strikes out for copyright when it's fair use, they were able to do it for XYZ. And that's just how YouTube works. I've been demonetized for spam before in the past for reusing content that was clearly fair use. The remix button, that has nothing to do with fair use. That has to do with a feature on YouTube. So if you make shorts, people have the ability to remix those shorts. It's just an ability to easily do their content along with yours. It's like TikTok or whatnot. So it has nothing to do with fair use. But you do you, think what you want to think. I just don't understand it. I also don't understand I have no issue with Carrie, none at all. But I want to point out a few things. The dog issue thing, because I was aware and because I was talking to Jen back when it was going on. I don't know exactly when Carrie was going to go out there or went out there. Maybe that was 2 weeks ago. I don't know. But I do remember when it was all being talked about, Carrie taking the dog, and that was definitely 2 months ago. That was not 2 weeks ago. That was like, I was like in the throes of pregnancy. That was like definitely months ago that the initial Carrie was going to take the dog, and then she didn't. And I remember asking Jen about it because it was months ago that I asked Jen about it. So I don't know if it came back up again, and that was a few weeks ago that she went out there. Either way, kind of set yourself up for that if that's the case, because you already experienced it once with her. I don't know. I'm not saying anything on that because, again, like I said, 30 minutes at a time, don't really watch a whole lot, but it's just, you can't cherry pick who covers things. And much like all of us, if you bring it to the YouTubes, and you put your shit out there, it's open season for people to then use that to commentate on. You know, if you don't want people doing that, then don't bring it to YouTube. And that's why I don't say, hey, don't talk about what I've never been like, oh my god, why are you covering what I said in a chat? Like, I've never questioned it, or why people do it, or made them, or I requested people not do it. I've always just like taken it like it is, because I put myself out there, put my shit out there. Now, will I say, hey, you already know that I'm vulgar and go too far and say too much, for you to be cool with me, and then be in someone's chat who hates me and you've been indifferent with, and be like putting stink faces towards me? That's, kind of a kick in the crotch, especially when you're following me on Instagram and I've allowed you into that portal of my life, which includes my new baby, that is not censored over there. So, if I've trusted you with that and you're gonna go shit talk me in KKs, you can go fuck yourself. I want to make that crystal fucking clear. And again, I'm not gonna call people up by name. And again, there's only a handful of people and they know who they are. Because I probably DM'd them and told them to go fuck themselves. Because I just find that appalling. you know. So, there's certain chats that I can say, hey, I don't tell people where to go, what to do, but don't sit over here and like wish me best wishes and be over here cooing and on over my baby and being all, fucking kikiing with me and shit. And the next minute be putting nasty faces in the KK's chat about me. Like, kick rocks and go fuck yourself. And I just wanted to make that crystal clear. Again, if it doesn't have to do with me, I could go fuck the rest where people go. And even if it does have to do with me, I really don't give a fuck who's in the chat. It's the few and those that had something to say that I was like, all right, I see you. And I'll be honest, a few of you I didn't DM because I don't know you like that. But, whatever. You're, most of you, I have no idea what you look like. Most of those that have opinions about me that were stink facing me probably are at a different level that I am. That's cool. I'd probably stink face at you too. So there's that. But you can stay over there. And again, there's plenty of people that shit talk me. But if I've like opened you, like if I've befriended you in any way and you're going to be over that chat and stink facing me, stay there. Other than that, I like my new computer. It's touchscreen and it's like very sensitive. So I'm like, ooh. But I've been live for 48 minutes. I am trying this new software because honestly I couldn't figure out the website to my other software. My computer died, so I gotta figure out how to cancel that. Because I'm paying for it. I don't even know how to log into it. But anywhoozle, I hope all of you have a great weekend. I'm going to start trying to go live like once during the school week, once or twice, maybe like on Tuesdays and Thursdays for like an hour or so, and talk about like hot topics. I want to talk about Perez Hilton as well. Um, so before I end, since the baby is still being quiet and resting, thank you. Thank you. Um, did anyone see that like at all? Like, I was of course up late with the baby, or early, I guess you'd say early morning. And so I was, as baby's settling in, before I put him down, I kind of keep him like in his little lounger, kind of make sure has a little incline. Anyways, point is, he's lounging. I'm sitting there with him, but scrolling, and I start seeing all this shit popping up about Perez Hilton. And so I did catch some of the screenshots of it. I didn't see the actual live, um, but it looked pretty bad. But it's also pretty weird. because people, it's now being said that it's due to the side effects of him having sepsis. I don't know. All I know is that he recently had that sepsis. He came to Jesus moment because he almost lost his life, supposedly or allegedly. And I think just, I don't know. Like, I don't know what the fuck Hollywood does to these people, but if that doesn't open a little window into the psyche of what maybe, being a part of Hollywood and, being given open, because I mean, he was given a lot of, like, I don't know, he had a lot of little, like, he had a moment, all right? And if we've learned anything from Epstein files and just being in the 2020s now and we knowing a lot more, things being disclosed and shit, he probably saw some shit and did some shit to be out there in Hollywood and to have been in some of the positions that he was in. Now he has come to Jesus and he has this like breakdown, and no, sepsis doesn't make sense. The only thing I can think of is less like his body's chemistry because of the sepsis was somehow thrown off, but that happened a while ago. I don't know. I honestly don't even know where to watch it. I wouldn't watch it, but I know most of it was scrubbed. I know that for a minute there, I was seeing pictures of it, screen grabs of it. You can't see anything of it anymore. Nothing like that comes anymore, which is probably for the best. But it was horrific, and I saw enough of it to just be, yeah. But the family is definitely, it's all more will come out because it's all kind of like piece by piece right now. They're saying I know that the kids and the mom weren't there, but that they came shortly after, like while the police were there, they arrived. And supposedly, but I did read in some things they were like his mom and the kids got out. They like escaped prior to it happening. So like, what do you mean they escaped? Like, you mean like they, didn't have to deal with it because they weren't there? I don't know. Like I said, more, like you said, more will come out. That's why I'm kind of like was like I want to cover it, but I haven't done that much research on it, and I feel like there's not really that much to be said right now. Now they say the kids saw it and all. Now they say the kids saw it all and left. Oh, really? So that's another thing. It just sometimes some of these things that happen, and I'm just gonna say this is all for entertainment value and all for entertainment purposes and alleged and just in my opinion, but a lot of these situations seem so construed. You know what I mean? Like it's almost like, yeah, if you haven't seen Ariana Grande's music video Pedal, go watch that and then come back and talk to me about this whole Paris Hilton thing because it with Perez it's almost like he did this because of the things he's seen in Hollywood or some of the ways he's been treated in Hollywood. I don't know exactly what he's going to say the reasons for it, but that's kind of where I would take where I'm taking from it. Yes, I do want to watch Surprise Witnesses take on it. I see earlier today she dropped a video, like a 20-minute video. I love her. Popcorn Planet, I can't stand the like, da, da, but like I like they have good content. They were out here for Nancy Guthrie too. Like I like they get the facts, they get them quick. They're entertaining enough to watch, but I just don't like the sports announcer aspect of it. I don't like any YouTubers like that. Even the ones my kids watch, I'm like, please turn them off. I don't like sports announcer YouTubers. Dun, dun. I think this is more of a mental illness. Yeah. I'm like, you think they would have said like, oh, he's forgot to take his meds or he's on new medication. Oh, this is a side effect of sepsis. It's like, I mean, maybe it's a side effect of being like in the hospital for a lot of months. People were saying that like he's been having like money issues because he lived in Vegas and he was getting like everything comped because he's like, you know, he's Perez Hilton. It's not that far from LA. People know who the fuck he is. He's from fucking, he used to sit outside on fucking what the fuck was it, Sunset or is it Santa Monica? Right up there over by the fucking Grove at the Coffee Bean. He used to just sit out there with his pink ass hair and just with his laptop and just fucking do all his updates and shit. I don't know if it was MySpace. I think he started on MySpace. God, I'm old. Like, gather around, kiddies, while I tell you about MySpace, which is coming back, by the way. I know I heard the beat again, 30 minutes, and I chose to watch the beat, but it was live. Anyway, so one of my 30-minute situations, or maybe I was watching George. I don't know. Some way, somehow, I heard the beat talking about MySpace, and I was like, please don't bring that hell back into my life. I was like, I don't even want to, like, dude, can you imagine, like, top 8 nowadays? Like, I don't want to deal with that drama. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with it at all. And, like, I'm going to have to spend a weekend sitting here picking out my profile song. Like, shit. Like, God knows my coding skills are not up to par anymore. They used to be on some, like, on some shit, though. Like, back in the day, if you had a MySpace, if you're, like, I think, George, you're around my age, right? Like, if you know, you know. We were out there fucking just coding, fucking putting up, like, stickers on our MySpace page, like, dancing fucking bananas and shit. I'm like, yeah. 3 hours trying to get this code completely right just so that it says, like, Anyways, I like the song that I played when I came in, so I think I'm going to play that again. Now, you know what? We're going to watch a music video. One of the ones me and the baby watch. He likes watching Cat's Eye and other female bands. It's loud. Well, we got almost an hour, little dude. I mean, he squawked a few times, but yay. We were able to make it to almost an hour. So thank you guys so much for chilling, and I will see you very soon.
I am iconic, my mistake. Engrave it on my tombstone. I celebrate the fame and I barely change. Hurt it harder. Here, hurt is like a verb. Can't heal it where it hurts. Your imagination got me going viral. Love's a simulation, got me in a spiral. 24/7, more like 25/8. Honestly, are you okay? Hey, and me, it's like all you do. Breakfast to dinner. I go with the rolling, breaking your fingers. Thank you for the comments, it's because of all your hate. I am iconic, my mistake. I am iconic, my mistake. Never up duty, taking the beating. I keep on cheesing, looks so deceiving. Act like you knew me, flapping your lips, foaming. I just keep on going, too beautiful to be broken. Your imagination got me going viral. Life's a simulation, got me in the spiral. 24/7, more like 25/8. Honestly, are you okay? Hey, and me, it's like all you do. Breakfast to dinner. I'll go with the bulletproof, breaking your fingers. Thank you for the comments, it's because of all your hate. I am iconic, my mistake. I am iconic, my mistake. I'm just trying to stay me, just a little crazy. Now I am iconic from how much you fucking hate me. Snap me like 360, demand me in 5 looking so insane.